Shiv Nadar Foundation began its life in 1994. It began with SN institutions, and we created the foundation with the purpose of transforming the fabric, the social fabric, by creating leadership academies. We had to get started, so we got started in Chennai with SN institutions, and it had to be afterwards built brick by brick to experiment with everything what we wanted to. How do we use scholarships? How do we get students from rural areas? How do we implement sports scholarships? So in each piece we learned, and after that we said we will now spread it wider. We'll spread it into North India. We would focus both in school education as well as in university education. And today we have 4 primary institutions: the Shiv Nadar University, SN institutions, Vidya Gyan, and Shiv Nadar schools. Going forward, we would endeavor into building on what the government has done already. The government has done a lot of work on education, quite a bit of which requires some corrections. So we would be launching 2 projects. One is to correct education, the other is to correct healthcare projects. So that's Shiksha and Arogya. These you will hear more and more as time goes by. While building the foundation, we kept the model of how we would operate. We kept some part of it as constant, and we kept some part of it as experimental. What is constant is the values of integrity, the values of passion, the values of commitment. They all stay constant. What varies is whether we follow creative philanthropy or corrective philanthropy, or how do we base it on spirals of inspiration. Corrective philanthropy is to build on what someone else has done and correct it. After all, the largest philanthropist in the world will always be the state, because it's their duty to take care of education, it's their duty to take care of healthcare, it's their duty to take care of people at old age. So we look at the government approach of education is based totally on how to reach education. It is not to see how education should be conducted. It's not focused on learning, but it's kept on building schools and reaching education. So we bring something new which will correct what the government has done. Similarly, we will do something in the health area. But what we have directly done so far, they are all institution building. They will be the creative forms of it. It's like if you see worldwide, what Rockefeller University or Carnegie Mellon University has done is they have created institutions that will stand the test of time, or Harvard or Stanford, any of them. Whereas if you see what Bill Gates has done, or several of the foundations have done, is to arrest something which they are seeing in their lifetime. But it doesn't extend beyond lifetime. What we are doing in the foundation are things which will stand well beyond the lives of the founder, way beyond the successes as well.